Email marketing feels scary because it's unfamiliar, but staying small because you're scared is even scarier. Email marketing levels out the playing field, and unlike social media followers, your email list is an asset that you own. It just screams that this is a hobby and not a business. And if you are taking your business seriously, then that first impression actually matters. A professional email address is one of the lowest cost, highest impact investments that you can make for your credibility and the credibility of your business. Quality beats quantity every single time. A small engaged list converts way better than a large cold list. Your first 50 or 100 subscribers are literally gold. If Instagram is your only way to reach your audience, you're one algorithm change away or one account being stolen or hacked away from losing everything. You can export your email list and take it anywhere. Try doing that with your Instagram followers. Hey friends, and welcome to another episode of Tips Tuesday. We are going to continue with our topic discussion around email. So today we are going to be talking about myths surrounding email used in small business and how they can actually be affecting your business. Now, first, before diving right into these myths, let's talk about what a myth is real quick, right? So a myth is a false belief that's used for justification, right? So in this case, with us talking about email marketing, specifically email marketing myths, we are going to say that these are things that are not true, that people may use as a means for justifying why email marketing is not needed or why they don't have it set up in their business. We're going to break those down. Okay. So now that we got that out the way, let's dive in to these myths that are floating around out there that you may even be using if you are not already using email marketing in your small business. Okay. So the first up on the list is I don't need a professional email address. Using Gmail is fine. And let me tell you, I have seen this one on social media. They are all across the interwebs, conversations being had about if this is the case. Do you have to have an email address with your domain name versus just using Gmail for business? I am going to tell you that I am in the camp of using a professional email address because Gmail is not fine. I have had clients tell me that they use Gmail instead because it's free, but there are very low cost options and maybe even a couple free ones out there for you to be able to have a domain email address, which is essentially an email address that ends in whatever your domain name is without it breaking the bank. And the reason that I say that this is important is because when clients see your business name at gmail.com, instead of your name or something like hello or support or whatever you choose to use at yourdomainname.com, it just screams that this is a hobby and not a business. And if you are taking your business seriously, then that first impression actually matters. And your email address is oftentimes one of the first things that they see. You don't really want clients questioning your legitimacy before they have even had a chance to make contact or read your messaging and think, are you trustworthy? And this is being recorded in 2026. We are in the time of scammers, right? Like everybody sets up a business or sets up a hobby that looks like a business and they're trying to collect money in some of the most unprofessional ways. You want to spend where it makes sense to prove that you take your business seriously. Okay. So the reality around this one is that a professional email address is one of the lowest cost, highest impact investments that you can make for your credibility and the credibility of your business. The second one is that email marketing is only for big business. And that's not true. Email marketing is one of the easiest ways to have ownership over your contacts and interactions. If you are not using email marketing, you are missing a direct line to your ideal clients while waiting to get bigger. Your competitors are building relationships with your potential customers through their email list right now. And if you don't have those potential customers on your email list, they're a couple steps ahead of you. So setting up email marketing is something that is more needed for small businesses actually than big businesses. Big companies can afford ads and billboards and massive marketing budgets, where as a small business, you need more cost-effective ways to nurture relationships. And email marketing levels out the playing field. And unlike social media followers, your email list is an asset that you own. And you guys know, if you have heard me talk about websites and why you should have your own domain name instead of using the domain given to you by a certain platform, and also why I highly recommend WordPress and only work with WordPress. It is all about ownership and your digital assets. These things are assets to your business. So the reality is that you need to start building your email list now, even if it is small. A list of 100 engaged people who want to hear from you is more valuable than 10,000 random social media followers who are scrolling past your social media posts or not even seeing your social media posts because you are on the algorithms of those social media platforms. Email marketing, you set up how you engage with your people. Moving on to the next one. I can't afford 2 email tools. Now, we've already talked about in a previous video why you need both: your own professional email service provider and then also an email marketing service or email marketing platform. And the reality is that most small businesses can start with a free or low-cost option for both tools. It's not a matter of if you can, it should be more about how you can. And there are several different tools and platforms that you have to choose from that can support your budget. Many email marketing platforms have generous free tiers. And the real talk is, if you can't invest in the basic tools needed to run a professional business, then you have more of a pricing problem, not a tools problem. So start with what you can afford, but don't skip out on these tools for running your business. As you grow and bring in more revenue, you can upgrade your tools and even the plans that you are on within your respective tools. Let's go into our next one. Email marketing is too complicated to set up. So you may be procrastinating on building a critical business asset while staying dependent on platforms that you do not own, meaning those social media algorithms that we just talked about, where your algorithm can change, your account can get suspended, platforms can shut down altogether. If Instagram is your only way to reach your audience, you're one algorithm change away or one account being stolen or hacked away from losing everything. And not to mention, you're missing out on automation that could save you hours. Email sequences can welcome new subscribers, nurture leads in your sleep, but you're doing everything manually because you think it's too hard. The reality is that modern email marketing platforms are built for people with zero coding experience and even like technical knowledge. If you can use Google Docs or send an email, trust me when I say that you can set up email marketing. And if you truly don't want to do it yourself, there are people like me who will set it up for you. So instead of saying why you can't do it or shouldn't do it, you should just start simple. One sign-up form on your website, one welcome email. You can use the templates that are provided by the platform instead of building them from scratch. And then work on building your consistency muscle over perfection. And then you can tweak things as you get better at them and more comfortable with them. And I can use myself as an example with starting this very YouTube channel. It has been a muscle building exercise, if you will, to start recording content and getting it published for these weekly emails. The more that I do it, the better that I feel about it, the more that I'm learning about how I want to show up, the more I am learning about how I want to do things, what kind of flows I want and things like that. And literally week by week, sometimes I am tweaking things. So getting started gives you the ability to make messy progress. And messy progress is better than no progress at all. Okay, jumping down off that soapbox. Moving on to our next myth. If you think that social media has replaced email marketing, I'm just going to flat out say it. You're wrong. You are wrong. You are building your audience on rented land. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, You do not own your profiles on those platforms. And as you have seen, where they update their terms of service, people's accounts get hacked, all kinds of things can happen. The rules change. They want you to pay to play and buy advertisements instead of having organic reach. They can suspend your account or shut down your account entirely. If you are using social media because you've built up tens of thousands of followers, all it takes is one incident for you to lose everything. And the reality here is that email has a higher return on investment. It has better conversion rates, and you actually own your email list. You can move your email list from platform to platform. And I'm not saying that social media should not be a thing. For those of you that love social media and you get to interact and engage there, absolutely keep your socials. Absolutely do what you do on your socials. But it's not an either or situation in the same way that having a professional email service and an email marketing service are non-negotiables. You can have both. It is a both situation, not an either or situation. Because social media is great for discovery, but email is where relationships deepen and sales actually happen. Okay. And I'm just going to say it again. You can export your email list and take it anywhere. Try doing that with your Instagram followers. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Let's go on to our next one. I need thousands of subscribers before email marketing is worth it. You waiting for perfect conditions that will never come while missing opportunities to convert engaged subscribers you have right now, if this is your perspective. The people on your list today are warm leads who signed up because they were interested in what you were saying, what you were doing, or what you were offering. Ignoring them while you wait for more subscribers is literally leaving money and opportunity on the table. You are also not learning and improving your email skills. The only way to get better at email marketing is to do it. So waiting means you are not learning what resonates with your audience. I would rather get started with a small audience and learn as I go versus making big mistakes in front of a large audience. And I'm just going to say it. You've heard this before. Quality beats quantity every single time. A small engaged list converts way better than a large cold list. Your first 50 or 100 subscribers are literally gold. They are your early adopters who believe in you before you even have any street cred, if you will. Okay, so start now with the subscribers that you have, send them valuable content, build the habit of showing up regularly, whatever that looks like to you, and then treat your small list like the VIPs that they are. Give them exclusive content, ask them for their feedback, build real relationships, and these are the people who will become your best clients and biggest referring advocates for your business. Okay, so that's all I got. But let me just tell you what these myths really are. These myths are not about facts. They are about fear, whether it is the fear of spending money, the fear of looking stupid, the fear of doing it wrong, the fear of being annoying, the fear of commitment to a system you're not sure will work. And when we let fear make our business decisions, we stay stuck. The businesses that grow are the ones that invest in proper systems, even when it feels uncomfortable. They choose strategy over shortcuts. They build infrastructure that supports growth instead of duct taping solutions together that end up breaking under pressure. Email marketing feels scary because it's unfamiliar, but staying small because you're scared is even scarier. You need a professional email address. This is a non-negotiable for credibility. Get one with your domain name. You need an email marketing platform, even if you start with a free plan and 10 subscribers. Pick one and get it set up. You need a sign-up form that is either linked on your website and or on your social media platforms. You want to make it easy for people to join your list. You can put it in your footer, you can put it in your homepage, you can put it in your about page, you can put it on all of them. You can put it anywhere on your website that you know your visitors will see it. You can put it in your bio on your social media platforms, okay? And then the next thing you need to do is you need to send emails consistently. A monthly newsletter is better than never. Weekly is better than monthly. But ultimately, pick a frequency that you can actually maintain and show up. And if you need to tweak it later, you always can. You need to provide value. Help people, don't just sell to them. And this is where you do it, in their inboxes. So teach them something, solve a problem, figure out how to make their lives easier. When you provide value, they start to look forward to those emails that you are sending. And then also, you need to track what works. One of the beautiful things about an email marketing platform is that it gives you the data. So look at your open rates and click rates and see what content your audience actually is responding to. And then do more of it. Do what works. That's it. Everything else is simply just optimization. So as always, I'm not going to just leave you hanging. If you are ready to build email systems that actually work for your business, and or you are tired of letting myths just like these ones that we just talked about keep you stuck and keep your business stuck, then let's talk about what your email system should actually look like. You can book a strategy call for us to work the plan, for me to give you instructions on how to get everything set up, and then have some support if you choose to do it the DIY route. You can hire me to do it for you. You don't have to do it yourself. Or we can find some level of in-between DIY and done for you that actually works for your particular situation, okay? You can get in touch by emailing me directly or going to Studio117Creative.com and requesting a quote or additional information. If you have any questions, comments, or anything around this topic and the myths that are associated with professional email and email marketing platforms, drop them below in the comments. I will respond to them. Lastly, don't forget to like, share, and absolutely hit that subscribe button for your weekly Tips Tuesdays videos to come directly to you. Until next time, friends.